Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. Well, as promised, I am going to review the Vitola counterpart for the S&R Lancero that I reviewed last weekend. This is the Corona Gorda Blackwork Studio 2019 S&R Corona Gorda. Now this is 5.5 by 46. There's the density. Same little pigtail cap, only a little bigger because this is a bigger Vitola. Same band that we saw before. That pigtail cap is too cool. But the same band we saw on the other smaller Lancero. And these are actually priced the same. The Lancero and the Corona Gorda use, I guess, the same amount of tobacco, so it's the same. Now, you can read all about the background because we've already been over that once. Go to the blog, read the post. The link is just below this video, and you can see everything all about the cigar. But today we're going to see how it compares taste-wise to the Lancero. It's a little bigger, just a little bit. So that could change things. So let's get right to it. The new 2019 version of the Blackwork Studio S&R Corona Gorda. Oh, did you notice back in the official review shirt today? I really just think that is way cool, and I hate to actually cut it off, but I'm gonna take it off just below there, just like we did last time, just below it. There's no trouble with that draw. Again, there is the little pigtail deal. Recognize it? All right. In all honesty, this should be a good cigar. But we got to see how it compares to last week's Lancero, which hit 95. It's going to be tough to beat it. Can it match it even? Well, this is a different start. This one is a definite cedar, brown sugar. Little leather, a little nutmeg. Touch of cinnamon. And a little black coffee base. I'd put the black pepper at about 7. Very different. I mean, somewhat different from the Lancero. But the Lancero, I thought it was more of a cedar citrus start, and this is definitely a cedar. Brown sugar almost to the point of literal brown sugar. Leather and nutmeg's really heavy. So let's see. Hey, that's how it starts. It's not bad, just different. So let's see what happens at the first third, if I can make it go that way. All right, we're here at the first third. That didn't take very long. And this is a different cigar. It's really coming out different. Cedar, lots of brown sugar, a little touch of cinnamon. I'm even getting a little wisp of a whipping cream, just a little bit. Leather and nutmeg is pretty heavy in the black coffee base. The finish is nutmeg, brown sugar. Again, just a little hint of whipping cream and decent, very decent lingering black pepper. It's sort of medium to fullish right now. That's exactly what you have. I just had to convince myself there. Much heavier on the cedar and the brown sugar with that dollop, we'll call it a dollop of whipping cream, and a little tingly brown cinnamon in there. But the leather, nutmeg, black coffee are about the same, seems like, as the Lancero. You know, this is a little different. I'm actually rating the first. It's very good. It doesn't appear to be quite as sweet, even though it has a lot of sweetness. The other one was really loaded. But this, I'm going to start this at 94 because I think it's a tick less impressive for me than the Lancero. So let's just see how it transitions. It is what it is, folks. Second, third coming up. Well, we're here at the end of the second third. And this is definitely a different whole deal. The cedar is still there. The brown sugar sweetness has decreased. The nutmeg has definitely increased. The leather is still there, about the same percentage as the cedar. The nutmeg is by far the higher of the two. And the black coffee base is still there, medium to full bodied, leaning toward full bodied. Finish is unchanged. The whipping cream hints are not there anymore. The cigar is not as sweet now as it was when it started at all. Much more nutmeg notes. Extra filler must have done that. Not a lot extra, but enough. But at this stage, where the other cigar stayed the same as excellent, this is dipped. I'm dropping the second third score to 92. It's any 92 cigar I've rated. That's where we are. So this is a different animal, and it's not as sweet. Even though it has sweetness, it's not as sweet. The leather, nutmeg take away some of that sweetness, and now the nutmeg is the most elevated of those two. So let's see what the final third brings. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Whole different animal. All right, you've got your cedar, which is very low in percentage. A little brown sugar and cinnamon, but not nearly to the amount that you had in the Lancero. Quite a bit of leather and nutmeg. And the black coffee is definitely noticeable. Full-bodied. The finish is very sweet. It's now nutmeg, leather, and brown sugar with nice lingering black pepper. Black pepper is not a problem with the cigar. The front end flavors kept on the same trajectory of this. The final third was nothing special. I would rate the final third at 90. Amazing what a different Vitola can do to the flavors. Amazing. Overall score is 92. It's a 92. No problem. Good cigar, but it's not a 95 like Lancero is. So, hey, different Vitola, different result. And it didn't burn as long. Granted, I did nub the Lancero, but still, it's a little longer time wise. Good cigar, but not as good as Lancero. So there you have it. The new Blackworks Studio S&R 2019 Corona Gorda 92.